sometimes you can have a slight change of mind, but let's see as the chief arbiter now presses the clock and the game is underway. And you were right, Tanya.
Yes, I was.
Fantastic.
It's 1c4.
Now, I like this move, not because it's such an outstanding move and it's a well-known opening, it's the English opening, but Magnus was having problems against this d5 move that Vishy was playing.
Yes.
And e6 by Vishy Anand, so we're going to have a really different kind of game today. Alright, so c4, e6, and now Magnus to move. Just having a little think. So there are a number of different possibilities after c4.
Yeah, e6 is actually a very interesting way to play because you don't commit what opening you're getting into. You could go for the Queen's Gambit decline, the Nimzo Indian, the Queen's Indian, and we have the QGD.
Well, yeah, we have the Queen's transposition into what's called the Queen's Gambit declined. Now, this is a very, very solid opening.
Yes.
Where Black is slightly more passive.
Right.
But he's structurally very, very solid.
Yes.
And it's very difficult to break down. In fact, this opening came really... it's been around for a long, long time, but it's been seen a hell of a lot more recently. Especially thanks to the candidates in 2010, where it was used almost in every game. And all of the top players have learned to play the system both with Black and with White. So it shouldn't have come to a surprise to Magnus.
Really working here because of c3, a7.
And that's what happened, c4 check. We are seeing that on the wooden board, just as well as on our analysis board. And we're predicting king a3. Let's see if... No, that's not what Magnus played. Magnus went the other way. He went to c3.
Yeah, probably it's more or less the same thing.
Yeah, well, it's different in the sense that the black rook could go now behind White's a pawn. And that's what happened, and the pawn keeps advancing. Let's hope our board will refresh here real soon, because moves are happening in a lightning speed. Let's see why our board is not refreshing. Maybe I'll make it on the analysis board manually. Rook a2, a7, and king c5 as far as we could tell from the wooden board.
Yeah, I think we can just advance the h-pawn.
And now the h-pawn could start moving forward. But still, this was Black's only chance, and then to start to give a check and try to somehow advance that c-pawn.
Well, the thing is, like, even
and Magnus, I think that's what Magnus did. He indeed did push the h4, the h-pawn
even
forward.
if Black manages to push the pawn to c3, White can go king c2, because when the Black king advances to d4, c4 or b4, you can always give a check from behind.
That's right.
And disturb the coordination.
Let's see if our board refreshes, and it does. So here we are. This is the official position. At the moment, we're at move 57. There are only 3 moves to make until the time control. Time is not the issue. The issue is that White has an extra pawn, and that extra pawn indeed has reached 1 square from promotion, the 7th rank. It's really sad from Black's perspective, from Anand's perspective, and I think he knows it. Even though he hides it pretty well, I have to say. You can't tell that he may be minutes away from needing to resign, and that would be a big victory for the challenge. He has resigned.
It was, I mean, it was a good fighting game, kind of messy at times, but I mean, I got there in the end, so I'm very, very happy about that.